League of Greater Madison remembers the legacy of its first executive director who died this month.
Nelson Irvine Cummings Jr. started Urban League in Madison. Madison Rios has you covered on why nearly 55 years later, the center still feels like they're fighting that same fight. Madison?
Current Urban League of Greater Madison President and CEO Dr. Ruben Anthony tells me Nelson Irvine Cummings Jr. was disappointed about where civil rights in Madison stood before he passed away earlier this month. Many of the same things Nelson Irvine Cummings Jr. fought for in 1968, Urban League of Greater Madison still fights for today.
The discrimination in housing is still here today, probably not as extreme as it was back in the 60s, but we see that the state, with the gerrymandering, with voter restrictions, we see a lot of the things that we saw in the 1960s coming back.
Cummings brought Urban League to the Madison area during turbulent times, but Cummings was a fighter, and Dr. Anthony says he's proud to be standing on the shoulders of a giant like Cummings to continue his work.
I think that he would hope that, not only are African Americans fighting for the things to make a difference in the lives of all of us, but the entire community is fighting with us to make progress. He would say, keep fighting the good fight because everybody deserves equal opportunity.
Dr. Anthony hopes to make progress so that African American children can have better outcomes in schools, progress so Black businesses have access to capital, and progress in fair home ownership opportunities.
We're going to continue to fight for the things that were important to him and the things that are important for the success of people in this community.
Urban League of Greater Madison currently has 11 programs to provide resources and outlets to the African American community of Greater Madison. Dr. Anthony tells me he has big shoes to fill, but Cummings would want him to keep fighting.
Keep fighting that good fight. Madison, thank you.